Hello and welcome to the latest episode of Q&A with Shridhar Kunte and I, Nilofer Khan, your host for the evening. In these set of videos, we will be looking at queries sent to us by you on camera operation, technicals, and jargons. So let's have a look at the first question that comes from Nenisha Mehta from Bhubaneswar. She says, I like macro photography and use my cell phone to capture. However, I'm not satisfied with the kind of quality it produces. Would you recommend third-party lenses to achieve better resolution and more details?
Uh, yes. First of all, thank you for sending us the questions, and good evening to all the readers and the viewers for this particular session. What we do weekly on Fridays. Uh, any kind of optical element adding in front of a uh, lens of an SLR camera, mirrorless camera, or the mobile camera is going to add some impurity in your images. That is number one. You should understand that. The resolution of the mobile phone is not going to change because the sensor has already the deciding factor for the resolution. What you can gain by adding a lens to it is that the working distance from the subject and the magnification ratio, these two things might change. About the clarity, again, because of the you are going closer to the subject, but as it is, I have already told you that the resolution of your mobile phone is not going to change because of adding the lenses. It is dependent on the sensor, and you have already got the phone which you are already bought, say for 1 year, or which is your own phone. So there is no change of resolution, but the two things it will add. One is the focusing distance from the front element of your cell phone, and other one is the magnification ratio. As I told you initially also, for the first when in few sentences, that adding any optical element on top of your lens, original lens, is going to add some impurity. But for mobile photography, that standard, I think this is okay to have some impurities. It may give some creative effect to your macro shots.
So the second question is by Hiren Deka from Guwahati. He says, I'm a keen astrophotographer and I enjoy star-shaped photography. I want to know if I can use my APS-C camera to achieve good contrast and clarity in the image, or should I rent a mirrorless camera for it?
Just ambulance is passing by, so I am waiting for that to go. It is not necessary for you to upgrade a camera, basically. Any camera, there are three categories which I am going to talk about. The full frame camera, the APS-C size, as well as the mirrorless camera. Mirrorless, or I can say micro four thirds. There are full frame mirrorless also, or the APS-C mirrorless also. So it doesn't depend on any category that it is going to improve your astrophotography. First, you need to understand what you need for astrophotography. You need to have a camera which will allow you to keep the shutter open for 30 seconds or it should have a mode called B or T. Other thing is white balance adjustment is available in all those cameras. The thing which is bothering you is, I think, about the noise rather than contrast and other kind of resolution. See, basically all the newer versions of cameras, let it be micro four thirds, mirrorless full frame, or the APS-C, are good enough to take care of noise while you are shooting at higher ISO, because astrophotography is done in total darkness, and for that you need to boost your ISO in the range of about 1600 to 3200. So all these cameras which are coming in the market these days are well capable of handling this kind of exposure, long exposure, and control the noise simultaneously. other thing is for start reels, you will be stacking the images in the post process. So there are around minimum 30, I can say, or more than 100 images that you are going to stack. So after stacking, there is every chance that the noise will automatically get reduced. And even in the post process, you can control the noise. You can change the white balance also. If you are basically the thumb rule is keep the white balance to the daylight. So you will be able to produce the great colors of the Milky Ways if you are shooting in a single frame or for the start rails. Rest you can very easily adjust in your post process in a Lightroom or the Adobe Photoshop. So no need to rely on the particular camera, whether it is a full frame, mirrorless, APS-C or Micro Four Thirds. Any of these camera lying in this category should do the job for you. Don't worry about which camera.
All right. So the last question for the day comes from Della Master from Jaipur. She's asking, I have been shooting with a cell phone for 2 years now. Unfortunately, my flash suddenly stopped working. I know there are third-party flash screens for DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. Are there any viable options like that for cell phones too?
Yes, there are options. There are two kinds of options. One is the app-based flash guns, and other one are the continuous light source, which consists of LEDs. So there are two options available. Unfortunately, the app-based flash is only available for iOS. So you need to download the application, and even while taking a pictures, normal pictures when using this flash, you can't use your default camera application. You need to use the application which is dedicated for that particular flash gun. Other flash gun, I am fortunate enough now because I am working from home. I am having one in my hand. If you can see that, this is a continuous light source. This is a ring kind of a thing in my hand. So these kinds of flash guns are available from the third-party sources and in different sizes. This will allow you to control the intensity of the flash guns as well as the color temperature. So you can get in a diameter right from say 4 inches to 12 inches. And for the bigger flash guns, they will need a kind of a external power supply, and you need to mount that the big flash gun ring light, I can say LED ring light with a continuous light source, mount on a tripod or the light stand, because the weight of that is really heavy and you can't hold while either taking a shot or recording video in front of your mobile phone. So these are the solutions. I think the only manufacturer which manufactures the app-based flash gun is Godox. And as you know, our magazine is a TIPA member magazine. And this year we are given an award to the flash gun from Godox. The model number for the Godox is R1. So you can look for the availability of Godox R1 in the Indian market. I think there is a distributor available in India where you can go and buy this R1 if you need more professional app-based flash guns for your mobile phone photography. Otherwise, stay with any unorganized manufacturers from the Amazon India or the Flipkart. There are plenty of options still available for you to go with. Thank you.
So basically, you can control the intensity of the light as well, if you're using the ring light or let's say flash gun that you're working on.
Yes, you can control intensity as well as the color temperature. Both you can do, and you can do it in a smooth manner. There is a control in that at the back of the flash gun where you can reduce or you can increase the intensity, as well as you can have the mixed lighting, daylight plus tungsten, or completely daylight or completely tungsten. So these choices, switching arrangements are provided on the back of the flash gun.
Okay, thank you guys. So this is for today's episode. Thank you so much, Shridhar. Please do not forget to send in your question, hashtagging it with Q&A with Shridhar. I hope to see you guys next week.
Thank you. See you next week. Bye.